today has become a massive day in our program's history because just yesterday, at about 5:15 p.m., I was sent a text that said, hey, I think it's time. Greatest concert I've ever been to. I got a chance to meet him beforehand. Now, was that a part of it? Maybe. Because he was so fucking cool beforehand. That guy's a fucking dog. I am a massive fan of his. He had a couple different whiskeys there available. Grabbed some ice there. Put a little splash of diet in there. Had my big fucking cowboy hat. Just some light ranching in there.
Hell right.
Hell right. Hell right. Hell right. This guy, absolute bangers. Didn't flub a single word.
Nope, no fucking flub.
Even talked shit before the concert started about other people potentially not knowing the words and they say, hey, you sing it or whatever. Like, he's a stand-up comedian. The thought of the Dolphins having a guy, though, that just pops in on a track championship and then wins by 30 yards on a 60-yard dash, that's something you should be scared of. If this is what we're relying upon to fill our Olympic roster, we are fucked. This guy, Ray, go back. This guy's in the finals. How? Look at this guy.
Oh, what are these guys?
He goes sideways. Go back. This can't happen. Not in the championship. He goes sideways. No way. No offense. What are we doing? Dude, this is a 60-yard dash. They're not in the screen.
If it was 80 yards, they would have caught him for sure.
Yeah, dude.
I got to ask you about UConn. What are the chances we can make a run in that Final Four?
I've got them in the national championship game.
Oh!
Fucking go!
I think,
what, dude? How is that even that natty?
You heard what the man said.
This sounds like a lie to Darius's face. You know, Darius,
make
you
it
take
sound
it.
good.
Look here. There it is.
Whoa!
Roll
right there.
Roll motherfucking tap.
Roll tap.
There's rumors floating around the internet right now, AJ. Aaron Rodgers to the Jets is done. History about to repeat itself between New York and Green Bay. Time is indeed a flat circle. There's refuting reports at this point. Ian Rappaport, after Trey Wingo's tweet 304, says, I wish it did. I wish something had happened. But nothing has happened. Marcus Mosher says, Adam Schefter talking on Aaron Rodgers, the Jets are cautiously optimistic.
Who is Trey's source?
Somebody within the Jets organization.
Yeah.
Probably you.
Maybe you.
you're
Garrett Wilson, I can finally enjoy my vacay now. Tell me, though, what's going on with your guy, Aaron Rodgers?
I do not know what's going to happen.
Come on.
Like I said before, if Aaron knows, don't you think he's going to tell us? He's going to tell everybody and let everyone know, right?
For a good program. I think it starts with the inner circle.
I was always hoping he was coming back to Green Bay. I don't know. Is that even a possibility anymore?
Okay.
They want him back?
Ooh,
Okay. Put it on the ticket.
What?
Yeah.
That's the first
Same
time
thing on
this year.
Friday.
No. That's the first
even
time
close.
you've said that.
On Friday, I think I said that. I asked, do they even want him back in Green Bay?
Yeah, but you didn't say, I want him.
If he does come back, I would love him to come play for the Packers.
Okay, first time that has been said this cycle.
Right. Yep, you feel good.
That has to feel pretty good for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Put it on the ticker. Jimmy Garoppolo back with McDaniel, so he doesn't have to relearn an entire offense. Obviously, he'll be able to just drop right in where Devontae already is, and Darren Waller if he's back again. And obviously, Renfro, who is a dog. The Raiders are giving former 49ers quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo a 3-year, $67.5 million deal, including $34 million guaranteed. They win, which is what Jimmy G does. That goes up to $67.5 million. That's a lot of money to Jimmy G. Congratulations to him. The Bears are on board signing former Eagles star linebacker TJ Edwards to a 3-year deal. He's getting $19.5 million over 3 years, $12 million guaranteed. A big signing for Chicago, and not the last. This Chicago Bears movement that has taken place with the trade with the Carolina Panthers to get a first round this year, first round next year, second round this year, and DJ Moore as a wide receiver. You get out of that 1, move down to 9. They're still going to be able to get a fucking incredible pick, I believe, at 9 with the way this whole thing has been laid out. This seems like a good deal here for both parties because Aaron, I think he's a human that could retire. And this is not off any information, but it's the real deal. He's the guy that could stare down $58 million and retire because he would view it as like, yeah, it's not about money. My happiness is not about money. That's like legitimately how we go. So I think like in that aspect, if he felt like he was happier without all the stresses of football, I think he would be a person that could turn that down and be completely cool with it and just move along. That's just from hanging out with him one time at Lake Tahoe and realizing that he's a motherfucking hippie, like musician, that happens to be the best ball thrower of all time. You think OBJ still got it from that video or no?
I think OBJ still got it.
I mean, he snagged that fucking thing. He says, good ball, boy, too. That was a tight spiral, easy to go.
Decent route. It all looked good right there till you running beside him to see how fast his ass is going.
Oh, yeah,
you know that.
You can't tell right
Yeah, and when you out there, you know, everything is like this. He looked pretty good right there, though.
Does that ever happen? You just guy just ran right by you?
Yeah, he got me on a double move, man, and did the Frankenstein on me at New York, too. I seen this fucking play 3 times on film, too.
All right, you knew it was coming.
I knew it was coming, and I was being greedy. Yeah, he got me on that one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that.
The Giants now pick up Darren Waller, an absolute superstar weapon at a tight end position. Also a good rapper.
Run up them numbers until they run over. I promise I'll take it all like Cooper Cup.
He's going to do well in the New York market, I do believe, off the field because of everything he's accomplished and done, and his story is a fantastic one. And now Danny Dimes, Saquon Barkley, and Darren Waller are the offense for Dayball.
Fucking unbelievable.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Absolute number 1 for us.
It's the Kadarius Toney pick from the Giants for Waller. Pick number 100.
Wow.
Pick number 100 to get
That's
Darren
it.
Waller?
That's
fucking crazy.
Wow.
Contract thing then, huh?
Has to be.
Definitely.
Gotta be.
And they just paid Jacoby Myers, so it makes sense they probably picked Myers over the Waller contract.
Today has become a massive day in our program's history because just yesterday at about 5:15 p.m., I was sent a text that said, hey, I think it's time. And I said, what do you mean you think it's time? I think it's time to let the world hear where we're at. And I said, Aaron, you let me know if you want me to let the world know about you coming on tomorrow. And he said, yeah, let's do it. I put a tweet out saying, hey, listen, you are cordially invited to Aaron Rodgers Wednesday, tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just 56 minutes, 34 seconds away from right now, Aaron Rodgers will be joining the program.
Everything that I was told in the week that I was in Green Bay was take as long as you want. We want you to retire a Packer. If you want to come back and play, obviously the door is wide open. When I came out of the darkness, something changed. I'm not exactly sure what that was, but something changed. I got back to my phone after 5 days off of it. I realized that there'd been a little bit of a shift. I heard from multiple people that I trust around the league, players mostly, that there was some shopping going on. They were interested in actually moving me. At this point, I got to admit, I went in the darkness, 90% retiring, 10% playing. My mind was, I'm tired of this. I hadn't got back into my workouts yet, and I thought that was what was best for me. So I went in the darkness to contemplate a lot of different things, but one day I spent entirely on the reality I was retired, and one day I spent entirely on the reality that I was coming back and playing, and just really sat with that for hours and hours, what that looked like, what the reality is, how that all felt. When I came out, I was really interested in what Green Bay was at, and obviously if I wanted to play, what were the options? So it was clear to me at that point that although the Packers were going to say the right thing publicly, that they were ready to move on. I don't know what changed that or what moved that. If they just said, hey, we need to make a decision here because he hasn't made a decision yet. Again, there's no victims here. I'm not sitting here as a victim. I love Green Bay. I love the fan base. They're incredible. I lived for playing for them. A lot of love for the organization. I just think I wish that in the beginning of the offseason, that had been the conversation. Because I love direct communication. If they had just said, listen, we think it's time to move in a different direction. And we love you. You're going to be a Packer Hall of Famer. You're going to go in the Hall as a Packer. Retire your number, whatever it might be. But it's time to move on. I would have said, man, thank you so much just for telling me that. I really, really appreciate that. That means the world to me that you would tell me that. Because I really believe that's the sentiment. And that's fine. This is a credible profession, but it's a tough business.
You've said that for a long time.
Some of these issues were things I was talking about 2 years ago. It was how do we treat older players on the way out? And it's ironic that now I'm that player. But I think that's the beauty in life is the sense of humor that the universe has. No malice, no bitterness towards the Packers. So I've shifted my focus to entertaining what the plane would look like. The Packers granted, obviously, permission for the Jets to come out and visit. We had a nice visit. They decided to leave their cars in the street, which attracted paparazzi attention, which got a few of them photographed, which I thought was pretty funny.
Made a couple mistakes early.
We had a nice conversation. I told them, listen, I'm not ready to make a decision about anything. I want to get back into my workouts and see how it feels to really hit it hard for a week and to see if the drive and the passion is still there. And then I'll, see where we're at. Again, this is why this is not a decision here. The decision, I think, was made in my mind, whether or not I was able to admit at that point, really on that Tuesday, I wanted to play. At this point, as I sit here, I think since Friday, I made it clear that my intention was to play, and my intention was to play for the New York Jets.
Okay.
And I haven't been holding anything up at this point. It's been compensation that the Packers are trying to get for me and kind of digging their heels in. So I would just, I think it is interesting at this point to step back and look at the whole picture. My side, love and appreciation, gratitude for everything that Green Bay has done for me. So much love and gratitude and just heart open for the Packer fans.
Hell yeah.
And what it's meant to be their quarterback. And also the reality of the situation. Like, it is what it is. Packers would like to move on. They've let me know that in so many words. They've let let other people know that in direct words because I still have that fire and I want to play and I would like to play in New York. It's just a matter of getting that done at this point.
Okay, people in New York are doing this right now. People in New York are pumped right now, and I appreciate you laying it all out there. When did AJ know exactly what was going on, and how long has he been lying to the entire world, if you had to just guess? You know what I mean?
I'd say he probably knew last Tuesday what I was thinking.
Oh, my God.
Yep.
Son of a bitch.
Wow.
Well, we thought so. Hey, he's a real one, Aaron. Keep him around.
Yeah,
he's a real. We're talking. We were putting his ass.
You piece of shit, AJ.
He didn't lie though. Hey, he has not lied. We told that.
I give you my opinions.
Said it.
I give you my opinions on what I think he's going to do. You know that.
Yeah, but then you always, whenever we're gathering around, you have a cigar in your mouth.
I don't
and
know.
holding the back of him. I never lied. I never lied. I never lied. You sent a list of demands. Need you to sign Lazard. You need to sign Randall Cobb. I want Jordy Nelson out of the fucking ranch. Did that all happen?
It's so ridiculous.
Hey, that's happening, though. Like, you need to know.
Ask Schefter what I text him when he somehow got my number and texted me. I didn't respond to Diana Rossini, I think her name is. I would say the same thing that I told Schefter. Lose my number. Nice try. Listen.
Yeah, Schefter tweeted the photo. He said, Aaron did not lie. There it is. That's confirming. Lose my number. Good try, though.
I'll speak for myself. I'm sure there'll be people that have their sources. From what I've seen, it's like I had a sheet of paper when I met with the Jets and I said, sign these people. And that's not the reality. It's so stupid to think that I would do it, number one. Now, did they ask me about certain guys that I played with over years? Of course. Did I talk glowingly about teammates that I love? Yeah, why wouldn't you?
Sue me. Don't actually.
Like, my only demand is for transparency. And if you say some bullshit, sometimes it's not even worth it. But like I said, when something gets out there and then assumed to be true, then it can take on a life of its own. It can go from, oh, there's a conversation about 20 different players to, oh, he wants these guys to be signed, otherwise he doesn't want to come. It's like, come on, what are we talking about?
Yeah, it's all in the delivery of the information.
I'm just really, really thankful. I got to be the starting quarterback of the Packers for 15 years. I got to be in an organization for 18 years. 18 years, that's a teenager. That's becoming an adult. And that's what I did there, and it was because of the people I met there and the places I went and the times that I had. I love you, Green Bay. Thank you. And I'm as sad as some of you are, but we'll meet again.
Massive show yesterday.
What?
Yeah, you can say
Thank
that.
you, everybody.
What
Thank
happened?
you, everybody.
Oh, yeah, that happened.
Whoa. Yeah. And that says that the peak concurrence for 496, 285, but I've seen a lot of photos from people that are 498.
Wrong.
So everything's alleged. We don't know what's real, what isn't. Even the own website is giving two different numbers. That's why you can't trust any number that's out there. Nonetheless, felt like afterwards, looking back on it, everybody was hanging out with us yesterday. Obviously not because of us. We know that. But Aaron, what a dog, dude. Probably still play safety, but we did see something today.
Yeah, I don't know if he could still play safety just because, I happened to catch a pass against him.
What?
You did?
Whoa, it was not a moss.
I did. I had to reach over him a little and snag it out of his hand.
Do we have a video? You just caught a ball on Adam Pac-Man Jones. How do you feel, Connor?
Pretty good. Looking back on it now, probably should have been the 6th overall pick in the 2006 NFL draft, but that was him, and I caught a pass on him, so I'm shaking. I mean, I can't believe that just happened.
Pac, a man who has obviously never really played a sport competitively past high school, just caught a ball on you. Your thoughts?
Fake moss.
Now that it's 1-1, we'll stop it.
Somebody got to win.
He will turn Garrett Wilson into Devontae. Garrett Wilson is that good. They have Breece Hall. He's that good. I'm telling you right now. Who is yelling "oh"?
This whole side of the state.
Garrett Wilson will put up numbers. Go find Devontae Adams' numbers from his last year together with Rodgers. And I predict that Garrett Wilson will put up numbers that look just like that. He's that good.
Favre never played with Devontae Adams. We would like to get that.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to say. Obviously, I meant to say Aaron.
In stone.
No, but we need to make sure we correct that. We need to correct that.
I don't want to get sued.
Walking a fine line.
Can't have that.
It is St. Patty's. Sláinte to absolutely everybody out there. St. Patty's Day is one that is held in very high regard in the McAfee family. My name is Patrick McAfee. Previous St. Patty's, you would have potentially found me at noon, already at a cloud 14 to 15, as we had started about 7 a.m. with the old kegs and eggs.
Hell yeah.
Tim McAfee was meeting me at wherever we were meeting before I even got there. And then by the end of the day, whenever he was trying to find himself, he said, I need me a couple Irish car bombs, kind of get my head back straight.
What?
You said it's like a coffee. I said, Tim, it might have a little bit of a cafe taste because you're putting the cream, obviously, into the Guinness, but that is not a coffee. That's going the other way. Don't fucking tell me. On this Feel Good Friday, ladies and gentlemen, AJ Hawk. You're not, AJ.
I can just sense the disappointment.
Holy shit.
I can sense it.
What?
I'm not as good looking. I don't have as strong of a jawline. I don't have a Ryder Cup championship, but I am honored to be here.
Everybody seeing the same thing I'm seeing?
I've seen it. I think.
That's fucking JJ Watt. JJ Watt. JJ Watt. JJ! Thank you for JJ Watt! Hell yeah!